Hey, the day has finally come. Just a little bit of comfortable darkness in this oversaturated and overlighted, blinding and anxiety inducing time. There's finally this little comfortable piece of darkness called Samhain, or Halloween, if you may. If there are some normies out there, you probably don't understand what I'm speaking about. Halloween is just a masquerade for you, and the arrival of winter in the original sense is maybe something scary to you, because it's natural to be scared of the dark because you can't see a thing. And yeah, that's really true. Like, why do we have fear? We have this because we want to survive, and that's great. But we are not animals, we're humans, and we also have a sense of art, a sense of aesthetic, and a sense for beauty, and we want to surround ourselves with beautiful things. And though this may sound weird, darkness is beautiful, so Samhain really is a celebration, and not just saying goodbye to the light, but also welcoming the darkness. You know, the plants and the trees need to rest, so that's why snow should fall anytime soon, except it won't because of the global warming. But the point is, I've been so pissed off with all of the people believing in this strict duality and light is good and dark is bad, blah 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 blah. There is God and there is Satan. And what pisses me off about this is that, no, first off, good and evil are really subjective. I mean, we should all live by the rule that we don't want to hurt people. And so we are trying to set a set of rules that allows us to not hurt people, and that's trying to protect people from getting hurt. I guess that's what it should be. That's really idealistic, but the point is that, yeah, because that's the most neutral way. But really, how do you know? How do you know that fascist and sexist and racist guy who lives next door is not actually right by what God meant? You don't know. And since God probably maybe doesn't exist, we really cannot rely on that, and we really can't call religion the way to rule our countries and our world. And so what I meant to say by that is that good and evil are subjective, and therefore you cannot just say that dark is bad. And why most people think that it's bad is because it's more dangerous, but we love what it looks like. We don't just think about what's going to make us live and survive. We think, and we think quite abstractly, and we also know that we want to find out what comes after death, and we understand and realize that death is natural and that death is important, and that all of those bad things really need to exist, and that basically is no light without darkness. And so you may say it's good and bad because there's also no good without bad, but bad is still not bad because you need it. And I'm not really saying that I need bad, because yeah, it's subjective. And also thinking that people who dress in black and who listen to sad music are surrounding themselves with negative energy. God, I hate that. I hate that statement. You know why? Because I like music that makes me feel good, and I like it, and it makes me feel better than your stupid fucking dumb indie pop. So that's the reason. And since all of us are actually looking for things that make us feel good, it's really not a thing of masochism. I mean, even people who hate themselves actually find a way of hating themselves in a way that satisfies something within them. I know nothing about this, so I will welcome any of your mental health complex explanations of this, but I'm not really sure that anyone really hates themselves in that very way where they always seek just what they hate and what doesn't give them anything at all. Everything we do is because we want to, or we have to and we decided to obey that rule. Oh, I think I should have put my phone somewhere because my hand is not really as static as I thought it would be, but that's not really a big deal because what I really meant to say is that I'm looking forward to the winter. I love the autumn. I love the fact that it'll be darker. I know this will piss me off because I won't have that much light to be active and productive, but the aesthetic. And so, happy Halloween to you all, and I hope you enjoyed this evening and this night as much as I will.